we're talking about strikes, okay? Who had the best strikes in the city? And who had the best strikes in the hood? See, this is way different. They gave me that one when I went to that store. Total different ball game. Anyway, so you got two different type of strikers. You know what I'm saying? You got comfortable environment strikers, and you got frontline strikers. Okay. Me personally, I was a frontline striker. Frontline meaning that you could lose your life, you could lose your freedom. You know, anything can happen. People can see you, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was going through what I was doing, it didn't matter who was outside. It didn't matter what time of day it was. It didn't matter if it's on Crenshaw Boulevard, Florence, Western, wherever, you know what I'm saying? In someone else's neighborhood, that's just how we got in. Now, in the good situation, safe environment strikers, you can kind of take your time and, you know, go over stuff and do it right and make sure that, you know, you do like a real masterpiece, you know, for like a video or memorial or, you know, an alley or just something like that, you know, you can do it. Now, you know, front line striking, you know, we'll turn into a strike session into a skit real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like when we go out, you know what I'm saying? I got two homies with me. They both got burners. I got my thing on me. You know what I'm saying? One down inside, blower out, looking both ways. Other on this side, blower out, looking both ways. I got one in my pocket. I'm going to work, you know what I'm saying? And that way, I could take my time. That way, when they come out and see this, they're like, ooh, he took his time. He wasn't rushing. Ain't no sloppy, didn't finish it, wrote the wrong thing, messed up, got ran up out of there. Nah, that's what I'm saying. So this wasn't no playing no games, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, just showing y'all how I was doing it. When I can remember from my hood, Baby Smack, I used to see his shit like on Crenshaw, like my mama take me to school and shit like that, like real neat, tight, dope shit, you know what I'm saying? Like he had the block letters was on point, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all probably remember some of my old school pictures with the big old block letters. That shit was sick. That's how I liked it, you know what I'm saying? And of course me, you know what I'm saying? I did my shit. And it's kind of not really like a fair rating, because like, you know, when you got them camera phones like in 2000 and stuff like that, stuff started getting documented. So a lot of the real artwork, the street artists, whatever you want to call them, a lot of that shit wasn't really documented like that, how it is now today. So you really can't judge from the past, just stuff I remember, stuff I was seeing. And I probably like in the mid 2000s towards the mid 2010s up until like late 2010s, they was putting that shit online, you know what I'm saying? Strike ups, you know what I'm saying? We do the group and we was going every day. We was on that motherfucker like every day. And one dude I can remember, Bebop, 9 Deuce Bishop dude. Whoever he was, I don't know, he didn't write his name too much. That nigga had strikes. When I'm talking about strikes, I'm talking about his shit was damn near like he was doing it in calligraphy. Like, it was sick from the block letters with the shading, you know what I'm saying? The big old B, like, that shit was hard. I said, this nigga got strikes, you know what I'm saying? Consistent, you know what I'm saying? I'm only bringing up people who's consistent. You know, a lot of people got strikes all over, but consistent and the ones you're gonna remember. Nigga from 74 Hoover, Monk or something like that. He had strikes. He got strikes. He take his shit serious. The only knock I had about him, I didn't see too much of his shit on the front line. Not saying he did, not saying he do or not. I just didn't see too much on the front line. When they was capturing him online, his shit was like on point every time. He had strikes for real, you know what I'm saying? And nigga from 5'5". Now this nigga's strikes was like sick. Somebody, I gave a preview of this video. Somebody put on there, they said Lil Grease from 5'5". Whoever, that might have been him, might not. Whoever that nigga is, nigga, that nigga had strikes. I got to know Five Fingers' name because they used to write that name on there. This nigga shit was so neat every time, homie. That nigga got strikes. I gotta give him his props. So yeah, nigga from 5'5", nigga from 74 Hoover, and whoever that nigga from 9 Deuce Bishops over there. Them niggas had strikes, and the homie Baby Sonny Mac. Yeah, them niggas had strikes, homie. You know what I'm saying? So that should be fun. That should be, like I said, I'm gonna try and do one with no dissing, because I'm not on that time no more. You know what I'm saying? Just some straight artwork. Show y'all some blocks and show y'all some letters and some block numbers and shit. Show y'all how we used to get in. So yeah, them is my strikes on the intro, on the thumbnail. Them is my strikes. I got so many pictures, but that's really like the only one I can find that ain't really got no dissing. And the one other side of the wall is a whole bunch of whackouts and shit like that. So y'all see the kind of like, you know, the direction I'm going with this shit, man. You know, so yeah, let me try to I'm gonna do a sweet little masterpiece with no dissing on there. You know what I mean?